There was a time at the turn of the century where you would, on a Friday night, you would get together with your friends and family members and you would hold a seance. You would attempt to contact the dead.
So traditionally, a seance would be 5 or 6 people sitting around a table in the dark, holding hands for hours on end with very little happening. We really wanted to shoot beyond that. So we felt it was really important that first we give people the historical context of why seances began. After we move past the historical context, we step into how they evolved. And we go through the progression to spirit photography and the different ways that people would contact the dead, and we culminate with the seance. We put the audience in a circle, choose a medium, everyone holds hands, and away we go.
At every seance, one audience member is chosen to become the medium. It's a different person every night. I can honestly say, from the moment seance begins, I have no idea who will be chosen.
A lot of people tend to think that the medium from the audience is a plant, that it's someone that we know or that we set up to do it. And as the seance progresses, you hear a lot of concern from the audience as to what is driving this. How is my wife or how is my child? Are they in on this?
There was no way of knowing what would happen until we just did this. We got people in the room and we just tried it, and without giving anything away, stuff happens.
I was saying to Nick earlier today, I've directed big shows with big casts and big sets and a lot of money behind it, but once you get into an experience where it's a pretty dimly lit room and there's only 50 people and it's up to the audience to figure out or to decide what's going to happen, and it's out of your control, it's terrifying.
When people heard we were putting this together, there were sort of 2 main reactions we would get. We'd get people saying, I'm a skeptic, I wouldn't be into that. And then we get people saying, dude, you shouldn't be doing this.
So we've had a really wide range of people coming in, having a ball. We've had other people just absolutely terrified and wanting to go home right away. We've had people stand up mid-performance and say, I'm sorry, I have to leave. I can't sit through any more of this. I'm too freaked out. I sat between strangers every night of the show, and there was a couple nights I sat between like big burly men, and when you get to the actual seance portion, you are holding hands. These guys almost broke my hands from squeezing so hard. When someone's white as a sheet and they say, I can't do this, and they leave, it's a pretty good moment. My hope is that people walk away after having spent 80 minutes in the room, having experienced something that 80 minutes before they would have deemed impossible, that they've contacted the dead.
It doesn't matter if you don't believe in ghosts. If you put someone in a dark room and you tell them some creepy stories, you can't help but get invested. And even if you don't believe in ghosts, everyone loves a good ghost story. And again, that's what this is. It is giving people the opportunity to be part of a ghost story.
I hope the big thing that they're feeling, and there's 2 things I hope they're feeling. The first one is questioning, that this can't be real, or how is this happening? The second thing is fear of the unknown, fear of you don't know what's going to happen next. We don't know what's going to happen next. So it's quite the ride.